Yo, it's Hip Hop DJ Eternal 88. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, and hit the subscribe so when I drop a video, you get notified. All right, let's get into it. So, for the first time since February 1990, there are no rap songs charting inside the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100. That's crazy, y'all. So, I guess rap, hip hop just isn't really selling. I don't think there's no like dominant genre in music right now. I feel like YouTube and just any kind of social media site or any streaming site took over people's time. A lot of people watch fucking podcasts and media and shit more than they listen to music now. That's how I feel. I don't know. Tell me if y'all think I'm tripping, but you know, it is what it is. Real quick, I want to speak on something and show y'all a clip. Then I got a bunch of other shit to talk about. But I feel like I watched this Big Bank interview with YFN Lucci. And if you watch this interview, he's crowning YFN Lucci king of Atlanta, the most solid of Atlanta. Other than, they say, Andre 3000 and Martin Luther King. Other than them, they're saying YFN Lucci is the most solid, and check out why, y'all. Let's get it.
Some folks ever come to you trying to get you to, like, tell on the other side, tell on slime them?
Yeah, plenty of times.
They kept coming.
Man, what? Too many times. She's then funny. She trying to bro, like, you know he love women. Tell him he can be in the bed right now with something. He go home. Nah,
we gonna let you out today.
We gonna let you out today. Like right now, you tell me anything, we're gonna let you go home right now.
I can't go home like that.
I told her, I'm going home anyway, man. Come on, I'm gonna go back upstairs. We playing spade. You can't have to tell me this.
You know what? What my satisfaction is about your whole situation, that we finally see a get his flowers for being solid.
I kind of feel like they're crowning YFN Lucci the king of Atlanta, or the most solid of Atlanta, because Big Bank interviewed Thug and he interviewed Lucci. And if you pay attention to how Big Bank is asking questions, what type of questions he's asking, and the kind of way he's even talking to YFN Lucci, it just seems like he has a lot more respect for him. He said he's the most solid. It's nice to see somebody come home and just be considered solid. Like, it's kind of like he's saying, like, Thug didn't come on. That's not the same thing for him. And he obviously didn't tell on Thug. And Thug was in there talking and all that, you know. So it just makes YFN Lucci look better. The Bank doing these two interviews, to me, is letting people know who Atlanta is fucking with for real. That's how I feel. Maybe I could be off with that, but it is what it is. Moving on. So, NBA Youngboy's crew took away Charleston White's backstage credentials after watching his new interview. In the interview, he was bashing YB's tour, right? And I guess people are saying that YB's entourage was beyond heated. And this is why, y'all. Check this shit out. Let's get it.
The average man that's a man's man ain't finna take their baby there. For one, it's gonna cost too goddamn much. And you can't even understand what this motherfucker's saying. And look how all these motherfuckers look retarded. Look how they shaking. Man, no. Then you got dancing like a punk on stage. And these are killers. So throw his hands on the hip, doing some shit. So man, these are killers. And they'll kill you. They'll kill everybody in this household. And look how they're dancing. But you can't tell them kids that. You know why? All these mama's boys, they done watch their aunties pop that pussy. So they done took a little bit of their aunties twerking. Nigga, they done watch their mamas and them.
Charleston White was just backstage with DJ Academics at a YB concert, but I think it was before he said all this crazy shit, because I don't think he would have been cool with saying all this and then being there. You know what I mean? I just don't think that the way them dudes be rumbling and shit. But Charleston White is hilarious, though. I don't know, man. As bad as some of the shit is that he says, he still could be funny as shit sometimes. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. And do y'all think that NBA Youngboy's crew is right for taking away his credentials for that? I do, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Moving on. So the government reportedly reviewed Lil Durks' iCloud, X account, and all his other social media stuff, and they found no incriminating messages, posts, or data tied to his murder for hire case. So not too much evidence from that kind of stuff for his murder for hire case. So it's looking good for Durk in that sense, right? But then there's also a confidential informant involved in the murder for hire case, allegedly, that's allegedly saying that Lil Durk offered bounties on 6 different individuals, allegedly. So if it's a confidential informant involved in the murder for hire case, that's not good at all, because whatever they're gonna say might not even be able to come out until trial. You know what I'm saying? So kind of going in blinded with that. I don't know how that shit works, if he could like file paperwork to figure out who the CI is or not until the hearing, you know what I'm saying? And who knows what else the CI is going to be saying. I guess we'll find out. Shit is crazy though. It's always something. So you learn something good for Durk and something bad. It seems like every time. If you learn something good for him, you learn something bad about him. So, well, for his case, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. King Von's mom reacts to viral picture of her at King Von's gravesite, right? And this is an actual picture of King Von's mom. I seen it. It just isn't where she actually was. It's just, they took that picture from her Instagram and posted it at a fake gravesite of King Von's. And she says, this is not real and I don't think it's funny. So they like AI'd her there. But it was a real picture of her though, you know what I'm saying? I definitely seen that picture of her just recently. But yeah, so people were trolling her. She's not feeling that. King Von's mom, man, she's something else. I'll just say that, you know what I mean? She's fire. Shout out to her. T Grizzley, y'all. So y'all know Whack 100, Poetic Flacco. They've been all saying T Grizzley allegedly told on somebody. Well, he spoke out. He says fake paperwork, fake stories, fake people. Keep my name out that snitch convo. And then he put 100, you know what I mean? So he's basically saying like, bro, I ain't no fucking snitch. You got me fucked up. Like, leave me out of that. That's what I hear when I read that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe T Grizzley is a snitch. Not at all. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Y'all think Whack and them guys are bugging with that shit, right? Shout out to T Grizzley. Moving on. So this is something I wanted to report about. Since I reported the bad shit, I gotta report the good shit. DDG and Halle Bailey both dropped their domestic violence order request against each other, and they reached a custody agreement for their son, Halo. So, yeah, man, shout out to DDG and Halle Bailey. That's a big deal. You know, you got to be able to co-parent. If you got kids with somebody, even if y'all never going to be together, you got to see past that shit and just forgive each other for whatever it is and try y'all best to work shit out. Because I'll tell you what, I had years where me and my baby mom didn't get along, and now the past, I don't know how many years, 7 years now, we've been getting along great, really good friends till this day. And life is much easier and smoother, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to them for that, man. And plus, I reported the bad shit, so I gotta report the good, you know? Moving on. Drake officially filed his appeal in his case versus UMG. The Second Circuit Court will decide what is to happen with the case now. So Drake ain't letting up, man. I think this is, if the appeal don't go through, this is really, really bad for Drake. I ain't gonna lie. It's already bad enough he lost. He could have just let it go. I noticed it was getting quiet. Nobody was talking about it. Now people are gonna be talking about it again. And it just makes him look worse and worse and worse. And if it leads up until the hearing and then they say they're not going to do it, that his appeal didn't go through, it just looks way fucking worse, you know? But it is what it is. I guess he figures he already went this far. Might as well see what he could do. What's a couple more $1 million or whatever? I don't know. That shit is crazy. But that's it. That's what he decided to do. So that's on him, man. Anyway, so BigXTheplug now has the longest active streak of any rapper on the Billboard Hot 100, having been on the charts every week since April. Shout out to BigXTheplug. He passed Drake. Longest active streak of any rapper on the Billboard Hot 100. Been on the charts every week since April. Shout out to BigXTheplug, man. That country rap album he dropped, that shit is dope. I can't even front. That's a vibe. Shout out to him. Not something I'm always gonna put on, but when I'm in the mood, I definitely will throw that shit on. That shit's dope. So rest in peace to Big L. The track list for Mass Appeal Records release, Harlem's Finest, Return of the King, Big L's album releasing under Mass Appeal, which is Nas' label. The first single already dropped, You Ain't Got a Chance, featuring Nas. Nas has been going crazy this year. Mass Appeal Records released albums with Slick Rick, Raekwon, Ghostface Killer. He's dropping one with DJ Premier. He's got a joint with Big L dropping, and I heard something with De La Soul too. So shout out to Nas, shout out to Mass Appeal Records. We appreciate y'all. Oh, and how could I forget? Rest in peace, Prodigy. They also dropped Mobb Deep's album under Mass Appeal Records called Infinite, which they got one of the songs of the year on there right now. Shout out to Mobb Deep. Rest in peace, Prodigy. Salute Havoc. But yeah, man, I was trying to remember the name of that song. It fucked me up. Against the World. Against the World. That's one of the songs of the year right there. Mobb Deep, Against the World. That's the shit right there. But shout out to Nas, man. I really respect what Nas did for the culture this year, and he continues to do. Salute. NBA, moving on from that, rest in peace, Big L. Make sure y'all check out the album when it drops. NBA Youngboy and No Cap reunite. You know they had issues and shit like that. I don't know what the issues really were over, but I know they used to be close. Him, Quando, NBA Youngboy, Quando Rondo, and No Cap had music together back in the day and shit. They were all, No Cap was under their umbrella and shit, same as Quando. And No Cap did his own thing, you know? And I guess they reunited. But No Cap's dope as shit, too. I ain't gonna lie. No Cap's fire. So I would definitely like to hear some music, No Cap and YB for sure. So moving on, FBG Butta. I hate saying that, FBG Butta. It just sounds mad dumb. But anyway, he has been transported to IDOC to serve 6 years for his gun case. And people are saying he has to serve that much time because he don't got nobody else to tell. That's crazy. Oh, man. One more thing before we get up out of here. G-Herbo paid his son, Yosan, $1,000 for his first performance. And that shit's kind of hard. G-Herbo and his son got a song, Yosan. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of hits. And he did good for his first performance. Definitely deserved that $1,000. And shout out to G-Herbo, man. That's official, him doing that with his son. You know, that's life-changing for that kid. He'll remember that shit forever. So shout out to G-Herbo for that. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Follow me on IG. Leave a comment. And we out.